Hello guys, Eddie here, and it's Apple Week, so today we're gonna cover all the new products that came out. I thought that there would be an event, probably as many other people even made a video about it. Rumors and leaks about the Apple's October event didn't happen, but Apple did not disappoint and dropped a few products. Honestly, about one of them, I found out through a person who I've been subscribed for so long. If you don't know who Justine is, excuse me, where have you been? She's one of the reasons why I transferred this channel to be a tech YouTube channel, not just random stuff that I like to post about, because I love her energy when she's unboxing products, especially if they are from Apple. So the new products that we're going to talk about are the iPad mini, MacBook Pro, iMac, and the Mac mini. I didn't find anything on Apple's YouTube channel about the iPad mini. I don't know, did they hid this from us, or they just didn't want to talk about it because, oh, we didn't upgrade. But it's not something that we should talk about, so we're gonna let it slide and focus on the more important things. So now let's check out what are the new updates from Apple's October month, because, well, there wasn't an event after all. First, let's talk about the iPad mini, because I feel like Apple didn't give much recognition to it. There was nothing on the YouTube, and as I said, I found out through another tech creator who was reviewing these devices. So this is the color scheme of the iPad mini. It's not Generation 7, it's called iPad mini A17 Pro, and this is the color scheme of the previous generation, aka iPad mini 6. So the difference in the colors is that they dropped the pink, replaced it with the blue, and what I see is that the purple is now a little bit lighter, but colors and design, this is all that I see as a difference, not much. So to the question that many of you might have, should I upgrade to the next iPad mini if I have the iPad mini generation 6? So here are the differences that both iPads have. So the newest one will support Apple Intelligence, but this is in beta version, which means that it's not a complete version, and we'll get more features when the next update comes, which we don't know will be the next software update, but with every device that supports Apple Intelligence, it's in beta version, and you will get updates with the next software update of the current device that you're using. It supports Apple Pencil Pro, considered to the regular Apple Pencil, which the iPad 6th generation supports, and I don't believe that Apple sells this pencil anymore. Now we have the 4th generation, the Apple Pencil Pro, and the Apple Pencil USB-C, which both of these iPad minis support. Also, now we have Apple Pencil Hover. This was introduced with the M2 iPad Pro, I believe, so now we're transferring it to the iPad mini. But since Apple keeps updating this device, this means that there are people who are still using it. Also, the storage has been updated. Before, you can get only 64 and 256 gigabytes. Now you have 128, 256, and 512. For me, 512 is a lot when it comes to an iPad mini, mostly because I don't imagine people editing on this device. I have seen many people edit their videos on their iPads, but mostly they like the bigger screen, you know, maybe the iPad Pro, or at least the regular iPad size, like 10.9, 11 inches. Also, now it doesn't have a nano SIM card, it's fully with eSIM, so basically you don't have a SIM card slot. So these are the base differences that I saw when it comes to the iPad mini. So to the question, should you upgrade, I will say no. If you want Apple Intelligence, okay, but this is more like a software update feature, so maybe you will get it if you have the iPad mini 6. If you want the newest Apple Pencil, okay, get it, because it won't work with your previous iPad, but these are so minimalistic things. The camera is the same, front facing, back camera is the same, like the battery life is the same, so pretty much they're not that big of a differences, and probably this is why Apple didn't say many things about it, because yes, we did update the device. I was waiting for this update for so long, made so many video speculations about it, and I have to say it's a little bit disappointing when it comes to this iPad, because I expected something more. But when I saw like what the differences actually are, I'm telling you, you don't need to upgrade if you have the 6th generation, but if you have a 5th or lower, you might like to upgrade, because first of all, the design is different. Also, it has so many new features that you don't want to miss out. Moving on to the iMac. Last year, many people complained that Apple at least should have changed the color scheme. So this year, they decided to listen. These are the new color options for the current iMac with M4. And these are from last year. The design, it's pretty similar, not that many differences. except for the colors. And I noticed you can get this only with M4. M4 Pro or M4 Max won't be available on the iMac. So what are the differences, and should you upgrade to the next iMac? iMac already has M3, so I would say M4 won't make that big of a difference compared to M1 or an Intel-based one. So I don't think it's necessary for you to upgrade, but if you want to have the best of the best desktop computer, feel free to upgrade. So what are the differences? Now it has 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU compared to the 8-core CPU and GPU from last year. Also, it has up to 32 gigabytes of unified memory when it was only 16 on the previous generation. Both of them can go up to 2 terabytes. Now the memory options are for 16, 24, and 32, while you can go only 8 and 16 on the previous generation. The camera also updated, now it has center stage, and something that I find very useful is the desk view. For example, if you have a Zoom call, a meeting, or you want to show something to your parents that you're crafting on your desk, now you can do this with this desk view feature. I don't know personally if I will ever need something like this, but I think that it will be very handy, especially if you're doing some meetings for work and other stuff. Speakers have been updated, of course. All these features provide like better resolution, graphics, the peak brightness, Apple Intelligence, but it also will be supported on the M3 as well, because as I said already throughout this video, it's just a software update. It's not necessarily to this device. So I will say it is definitely worth the upgrade if you want absolutely every single new feature, but at the same time, there are not that many key, or to say big differences compared to last year. So I will say I don't think it's necessary because M3 is still a powerful chip. The next device that Apple updated is the Mac Mini. Finally, I can say that this is actually a mini. This is what a Mac Mini looks like from this year. This is the previous generation, so it was slimmer than regular Mac, but it's not mini. For me, a mini product of the original is something that it's smaller when it comes to their size. No matter if it's makeup, no matter if it's technology, whatever it is, mini means smaller in size to me. So I'm happy that they finally reduced it. It's the same thickness, but it's smaller. It's like the regular Mac had a baby, let's call it like this. So what are the differences? Now it has 40-core CPU compared to the 12. Also, we go up to 20-core of GPU, 64 gigabytes of unified memory, and both of them were able to go to 8 terabytes. Also, the previous generation was with M2, so we're jumping straight to M4. We won't have Mac Mini with M3, so the boost in the chip definitely will be noticeable. Another key thing is that now the memory options are more. Before you can go 8, 16, 32, now you can go 16, 24, 32, 48 also is an option, and 64, so this definitely will increase. But let's not forget the key thing, this is only the Mac Mini. You still need some sort of display, no matter if it's from Apple or from any other brand. So for the $599 that this device costs, you get only the device. Many people compare it now that it looks like the Apple TV, because yes, the size, this matter also makes it so easy to travel. But if you already have a display or any type of monitor, this device will be perfect for you, because no matter that it's so tiny, it's so powerful. They also have upgraded the port, so now you have more storage. They have front and the back. We have 2.4 ports. We have 3.5mm head jack. So many options, and for this price to get so much power and speed, I think it will be worth the upgrade. Or if you never had a Mac Mini, maybe now it's your chance to start if you already have a display laying somewhere in your house. Last but not least, and my favorite Apple update of this month, is the MacBook. So this is the MacBook M4 and this is the MacBook M3. Design still the same. So are there actually any updates that make a significant matter and that will convince you to upgrade from M3 to an M4? So both of them have 16-core CPU, 40-core GPU, up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory, and up to 8 terabytes. So what you think about the memory, you still can get 24, 36, 48, but you don't have the 96 gigabytes of an option anymore. You can go straight to 128. Also, the previous one, you can get 24 gigs of memory. Now you don't have this option either. But this doesn't mean that this is not a powerful device. M3, as I already said, is still a powerful chip. So is there any other difference? Yes, now the ports have been upgraded to Thunderbolt 5, which make the transfer data from an external device to your laptop or the opposite way much faster. But is there any key difference? Yes, they keep saying that for any software engineers, designers, or people who do heavy processing tasks, this will be even faster. Yes, on the 16-inch, they have updated the battery life. Now it's up to 24 hours. Basically, you can get a whole day of doing work on your laptop with one single charge. That would be key for me, because the current laptop that I'm using, I have been using it for 3 years, it can go like 1 hour of browsing or editing videos without being plugged in. It will die. Or even if I'm watching something, I don't know if this is a downside or not. I haven't checked the battery life of my current laptop, so I would definitely love to upgrade to a MacBook, but they're so pricey. And also I'm considering, since they're not that big differences from M4 to M3, should you really upgrade? I will say no if you already have an M3, but because I don't have any MacBook, I'll really put this into consideration. But I would say it, no from any of these devices. If you have the previous generation, there is not much big of a deal for you to upgrade, except maybe for the Mac Mini, because we're going from M2 to M4. They don't have an M3 option. But the MacBook is still one of the most powerful laptops, especially the Pro versions. So I expect that there will be a MacBook Air with M4, maybe not until the end of this year, but the next one. So we're waiting for this and see when it will come. Okay guys, that'll be the video. Hope you enjoyed. Comment down below which of the Apple's updates this month was your favorite. I already said it was the MacBook. I don't know, I'm just excited for laptops in general, specifically MacBooks, because I want to see what more they can add, because they're already so powerful. How can you make them even more powerful? Of course, they have lots of competition. I have heard that Dell laptops are also extremely powerful and recommended among the world, and many people, especially software engineers and companies, are using their laptops. So maybe Apple sees them as competition, and this is why they are upgrading every single year. So M4 is here. I'm excited to see what M5 will bring. What will be the key difference? Yes, from M3 it will be more powerful, but from M4 we always compare the current generation with the previous one just to see, oh, there are not that many updates. But if you compare, for example, M4 with M1, Apple already did a comparison in their keynote for each of these products, so they give you the statistics. And basically, yes, if you have an M1, maybe you should upgrade. M2, you can consider it. M3, I won't say it's necessary. If you never have one, well, now it's your time. M4 is so powerful among these products, so I should say yes. If you never tested out these products, try them now. It's your chance. If you don't want to upgrade, try a previous generation, because yes, now the price has come down a little bit. But that will be the video. Hope you enjoyed. Please smash that like button if you like this video, share it with friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.